Fashionistas, welcome here to another episode of our beautiful show, Insta. As you guys already know, Insta is a show that brings to you everything that is related to your celebrity sense of style and fashion, everything that is trendy, everything that is hot, all the 5 segments, and the smash look, the trends, the look tip, and of course our interviewee, that all of them, we all put them together and we always talk about their sense of style and fashion. Well, before we say much, we'll say a very big thank you for those of you who keep watching the show either in the country or outside the country. Thank you very much. Keep watching the show because this is a show that you do not have to miss. Well, before we say much, we'll heat it up with the coming ups, then we'll be right back. Coming up next, we have the smash look with the splendid Judith Hart, who graced the runway in a gorgeous maroon dress, and that will be followed up with an interview we had with Toni Georgette, a Rwandan model who participated too at the collective week of fashion, and she told us more on her career as a model and the 5 things she can't live without. From there, we shall proceed our show with the look tip, where we shall talk about on what to wear when attending a fashion show, and there we shall end our show with the current trends and fashion shows that have been happening in the fashion world, and here we're focusing on the collective week of fashion that happened over the past weekend. And as usual, fashionistas, let's start with our show with a smash look. And a smash look of this week goes to the beautiful, splendid Judith Hart, a fashion icon, a fashion model. She looked gorgeous at the collective week of fashion on the runway in a very beautiful maroon dress, and she was wearing the collection of motions, and she looked really amazing in that beautiful maroon dress. She tried to appear like a dancing emoji because she couldn't stop spinning her dress and trying to walk around, and of course she broke the internet with her beautiful gorgeous dress. And we thought she could be a smash look because she really nailed that runway, and of course with the beautiful dress she kind of looked like a Barbie doll. Well, let's see Judith Hart as our smash look of this week. And our smash look of this week goes to the beautiful Judith Hart. Socialite and model and fashion business came to Kigali for the collective Rua grand finale. The Ugandan best Rwandan celebrity has before featured big both at the Ugandan and Rwandan fashion events. While she is the official face of the motion design, Judith Hart's it being her first time to be part of the collective week of fashion runway, she totally did the gracing of the runway in a motion maroon one-arm dress with white and black pearls details on the shoulder and a little above her waist. She is the ultimate sensation when it comes to fashion. She is a fashion icon, the former founder of the 2 African Girls brand that she opened it with a Nigerian lady that became very popular in the United States. She's a mother of 3 with a son and with 2 girls who are twins. She does a lot of stuff, not only in fashion, but she also does charity works here and there. And of course, from the smash look, we always proceed our show with an interview, and our interview of this week goes to the beautiful Toni Georgette, a Rwandan supermodel. She was a participant at the collective week of fashion. She graced that runway. Of course, she's known for gracing the runway, and of course, we're gonna ask her more on her experience, first-time experience on the collective week of fashion, and not forgetting to talk about her sense of style, and of course, her career as a model. Well, let's see Toni Georgette as our interviewee of this week. Toni, we want you to tell us about your journey through the modeling career.
Okay, thank you. Now it's been 7 years since I started modeling. I started in 2010. That was official. But 2009, that's when I started with PMA, but PMA, they were starting, it was like an agency, but still struggling to see the direction and the future. Wasn't sure how it's going to be. Then in end of 2009, I got an opportunity. I went to Europe. That's where I continued my career. Then in Europe, I came back after 2 years and a half. So in Europe, I did different fashion shows. I did different photo shoots with the photographers, magazines. And then I came back in 2013, end of 2012.
So what was the main driven for you to want to become a model?
Actually, the first person who made me love modeling was my dad. He was so stylish, like to the extent all the image that I have in my head when I was growing. There's a time he used to put on even my mom's suit and heels and walk in the house. You know, he was so stylish. He used to go to work with the comb in his hair, like keep the swag. You know, I want to stay neat. Like whenever the shoes are dirty, he has something to clean the shoes. So he used to love looking good. Yeah, fashion. Like for him, how he used to say it was like, I have to look good wherever I am. Like people sometimes they forget that people respect you according to your appearance. Yeah.
Toni, you know, every, should I say, business or anything that you do in life, you always get challenges, or you face challenges when you're doing anything like that. And definitely when you started your modeling career, there are some challenges you did face. So can you please tell us the challenges you faced when you first started doing the modeling career?
Oh man, for modeling it's tight, because as a model you are the product. You know, people want to use you for their business. The challenge is, first of all, it's men. Like, people you come to them telling them what you want to do, your passion, they're like, good. Actually, you are really good in that. And you think it's about the modeling thing. Like, we're telling them your career, but for them, they have another picture. They have seen how they're going to use you. So that's the challenge.
As you just told us that you started modeling 7 years back, and you actually first went to Europe and you started your career from there. Then you came back. Of which, I feel like Europe, people have more opportunity. The modeling career there, it has more value compared to Africa. Why did you have to move from Europe to come back to Africa and do the modeling career in Rwanda?
I'm so patriot, like to the level like no one can understand. Whoever I tell the story that I was in Europe and came back was like, why did you come back? So I love my country a lot. When I was there, I used to like sit down and like, even if I can eat that chicken and rice back home and chips, I will feel very happy. Like, but here I have everything at the field. You know, so and then when I went there, I didn't have like a working permit here and all the papers. I had to renew my permit of stay every 6 months. It was a bit expensive and I was still young. So I was on my way coming back. I decided, you know what, let me contribute something on my country. Let me add something in modeling. Like I came back when everyone was sleeping. Like it was just there. Everyone is quiet, happy with Kigali Fashion Week, happy with the. I don't know. There were not even Kigali Fashion Week back then. So in my heart, I knew what I wanted is to come back and contribute something in modeling, like as Rwandese. I didn't feel, I was like, even if I can get 20,000, but I've changed like a 10 or 5 models, their perspective on modeling, or how they want to achieve, or they want to build their career. If I change those 5 people, I will sleep with 20,000 and I'll be happy. Yeah. So I actually sat down and I was like, what's happiness? Yeah. This is what makes me happy. Woohoo, back home. Yeah.
Toni, you were part of the Collective Week of Fashion this year, and there's also the Kigali Fashion Week that you were part of. So I want you to tell me, how would you compare Kigali Fashion Week and Collective Week of Fashion?
Kigali Fashion Week and the Collective, there's a very big difference. Like, first of all, the organizing team, like our organization, how it's coordinated, totally different. So Kigali Fashion Week, they still have this local way of preparing the show, but Collective Rwanda, you've heard they have the LDJ team that comes every year to help them to coordinate the event. So Collective is really big on the way that now we won't see it, but in the future it's something really big, because most of the fashion shows in Africa, because every time I go on YouTube and check like Senegal, like Cameroon, my friend, if you look at the videos, how the show went backstage, it's like in the club.
You participated in Collective Week of Fashion this year, but last year you weren't part of the Collective Week of Fashion. What made you be part of the Collective Week of Fashion this year, but you didn't participate last year?
Okay, the first one we didn't Collective Rwanda, we had some misunderstanding, and financially or what. At the end of the day, even if we love modeling, it's our passion. We don't do it just, okay, there you go, there's something, oh, let me go and walk. No. You know, stay there from morning till 11, standing, trying fittings and walking. It's really hard. People don't understand that. No, you're just going to come and try my dress, and that's really me sitting waiting for you to arrange your stuff. Me sitting waiting for you to put together whatever you're putting. Like if you're doing the fitting for one model, it's a line of 15 models. I'm the 15th one. How do you think it takes like hours and hours. So my wish, like as a model in Rwanda, that's what even made me come back. I was like, I have to push these guys who organize events, like to have like all the models who can work together and convince them or tell them how they have to add something when it comes to payment.
Toni, you're a fashion model, you do modeling, and I'm pretty sure models, they always do photo shoots. Every after 2 weeks they're always on a photo shoot. So would you please tell me a photo shoot you've done and you strike this pose of which you were like, this pose was really hard for me to strike it, and when was that and where was that?
For me, the biggest photo shoot I did was back in 2011. Was 2010, 2011, both years. It was for a magazine called The Best Shop. So that photo shoot was really hard. You know, in Europe, it was Europe and New York, like in fashion industry, there was this pose that you have to do like this. Like, it was like, it was trending, like everyone, you know, like you're most like, I was like, okay. And I was very young. It was my first photo shoot. And the photographer was like, are you sure you're going to do this? I'm like, yes, I'm excited, I can do it. And he was a white guy, but he could look at me like, oh man.
What is your greatest weakness and what do you do to improve it?
My weakness now, I find like there's no a lot of fashion shows and photo shoots. So now I'm starting like not that good in photo shoots, you know. You reach, like you start doing a photo shoot and like, oh my God, where should I face? What should I do? So I really need to work on that. Yeah.
So Toni, what do you think we Rwandans should do to improve the modeling career in Rwanda?
To make sure you are like your shape of your body, like you are fit, and again to be strong. Strong not just in the face, because you can't change that here. And when you're given a task, and do it as a profession, not just like, okay, I'm being selected, let me just be cute there. No.
So tell us, what is something so special about you that we don't know?
Actually, people don't know that I'm a very emotional person. I cry like a and I can cry on anything. I'm a very big crier. Like, yeah.
So what are the 5 things you can't live without?
Oh my God, God first. Second, modeling. I know with time and what I may stop at a certain age. Pictures. That one is like forever. Until like I'm 70 years old. Pictures. What else? I love fruits a lot. Fruits a lot. I love eating them a lot. The last one, my family, of course. Yeah.
Inside the show that talks about fashion, we always want to know about models, either celebrities' sense of style. What do they like wearing, either on a casual day? What do you like wearing in a normal day? We'd want to know basically your sense of fashion.
I like long dresses, long skirts, something that can give me like it's not tight things. I don't like them because I don't breathe. Like sometimes you find I'm so stubborn. I leave things there. Like if I'm wearing a trouser, I go back, I change it to a dress or a skirt. So I like long dresses. That's my favorite. And another thing is denim with sneakers. It's the best. You can wear it anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you for being part of our show.
Thank you so much for having me.
We done. We out. So next time we're gonna have an interview with Vanessa Mdee, and that is very soon. From the interview, we always proceed our show with a look tip, and this time around we're going to talk about fashion as usual. And this time we're going to focus on what to wear when you're going to attend a fashion show, or should I say a fashion week. It's quite really hard for someone to get to know what am I going to wear when I'm going to attend a fashion show. And this one we're actually relating it to the collective of a week of fashion, of which even our trends is going to be related to a collective week of fashion. Like we're going to go throughout local fashion designers, Smash Look is local, Trends is local, and of course the look tip is local. Every single detail about today's show is all local, and that is what all our viewers they want to see. Well, let's see the look tip with what to wear on a fashion show. And our look tip of this week, we're going to focus on what to wear at a fashion show. Scoring an invitation to a fashion show is a dream come true for many fashionistas. But once the excitement dies down, you may be stressed out over what to wear to the show. In a room full of people who know about fashion, dressing to impress is definitely more complicated. That's why keeping your look simple with just a few key statement pieces is the way to go. A casual look is usually the best approach to a fashion show style because it won't seem as though you're trying to compete with the models on the runway. Start with your favorite pair of jeans, skinny style for a fresh modern look, or always appropriate bootcut pair. Pair them with a tailored blazer and a simple V-neck tie to keep the look relaxed yet stylish. Add a pair of high-heeled boots or stilettos that really make a statement. You don't really have to worry about comfort because you'll be sitting for the show. Really pull the look together. Add a bold statement. If you like to stand out in the crowd, go for an edgy look. Start with a funky leather jacket, a style that features studs or grooves is a sexy option. Or go bold with a jacket that features colorful appliques or an air-brushed detail. Throw it over a simple t-shirt or a tank top and a skinny black jean. Pair the look with a motorcycle boots for add edginess, or add a little sexier with a fierce pair of stilettos. Well, that is all we had for you on what to wear at a fashion. I hope you've learned a thing. Till next time. Well, fashionistas, we are taking you to the Collective Week of Fashion when it's a big event that happens annually. The different fashion designers showcase beautiful collections, and here we're talking about 607 designers who are showcasing. We have 6 designers who are locally, and we have 2 designers who came from international wise, and they're here to showcase beautiful collections. 3 designers have already showcased their beautiful creations. We have Amizero, we have Motions, and Uzuri. They had beautiful creations, and we're super excited, very excited, and we're going to take you inside. Then we'll be right back shortly. The Collective Week of Fashion went down and different designers showcased impressive collection. Amongst them we had about 6 local designers and 3 international designers, which makes a sum of 9 designers. First off, Cedric, who holds a brand name of Amizero, who did the grand opening of the show, whose brand is an epic, abstract creative, holds a wild passion for the fashion, which he fuses with the art and design, followed up by Motions, who named his collection Intsinzi, all by Moses Turahirwa. The collection considered a variety of outfits ranging from the mainly men classic and casual ladies dress, not forgetting the design's core inspiration Omwitero from the Rwandan to the traditional coming. To add to this year's gleam with Laduma Maxos, an international fashion designer all the way from South Africa. Laduma is this year's main guest design who showcased at the prestige of the Collective Week of Fashion, an event returning for the 2nd edition. By the label Maxos by Laduma, the designer has risen from his hands on the knitwear design, which has seen him acknowledged at various fashion platforms right back from South Africa to Paris to New York, Amsterdam, and amongst others. About the show, this was one kind of a show. Last year we had the Collective Week of Fashion, but this time around it was quite a big fashion show, of which we had more than 608 designers who showcased. We had a few local designers and international designers. The show was amazing. The people who attended the show, they were all fashionable, and this is something really good for not only the young generation, but for the entire country. And everything you want to know that is fashionable is always on this show. So we're going to look up to the next show that is going to be next year, and I'm very excited. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Well, that is all we had for you. Till next time.